Alright, so I just wanted to do a little quick tip video on why I use TTL flashes and TTL triggers when I almost exclusively use full manual when doing flash photography. Now the reason is because I use Canon cameras, and what Canon allows you to do is to control the flash power and a lot of the settings from the back of your LCD screen rather than going to each individual flash that you have set up and changing them that way. So I'll just give you a quick example. Just get everything on. Now this comes in really handy when you have something like the Westcott Apollos, which I have, and you've got multiple lights stuffed in the different soft boxes. And with the Westcott Apollos, they're not like the typical soft boxes where the lights are on the outside. They're all stuffed inside, so you got to peel them open and get into the box to change the settings. And when you got multiple lights, it's just time consuming. It's a pain in the butt, especially when you're on a shoot and you're trying to get everything done as quick as possible. So what you can do, the Canon, is right on the menu interface, the very first page, you scroll down to external speedlight control. From there you go down to flash function settings, and then now you have all your options right here. If you're using TTL, highly discourage it. As you know from my other video, if you've watched it, you can still change everything here. I don't have the optical transmitter. You can still change your zoom, all that stuff. You can see as I'm changing stuff on my screen here, it's changing the flash automatically. So I'll just switch it to manual. Now again, even though that this is a TTL flash and TTL triggers, I'm using this in manual mode. So I switch to manual, change my zoom, we'll go to 70. Don't have high speed sync on here, I don't know why it switched to that, but we'll go to rear curtain, just popped up there. And this is the really useful part. Is typically I set everything up prior to sticking it into the softbox. However, when I want to change my flash output, I don't want to change my aperture, because typically I've picked an aperture, depth of field that I want, and I want to stick with that. So we'll change it this way. We'll go to quarter, and you can see it changes quarter on there. Now if this is my main light, let's say my main light's on quarter power, I want to use a fill light, take it down to eighth. When you've got multiple TTL flashes set up, you can put them in groups. So then I could go to group B, for example, which would be my fill, and then I could take that down to an eighth for a stop lower or 2 stops lower, depending on what I'm trying to do, and it switches there. And I can do that for a third light and what have you. So it's very handy to have, and it speeds up the whole process a lot better. So unfortunately, Nikon doesn't do this. I don't know why. It's something I think that they all should do, and surprisingly a lot of people who have Canons don't realize that they can do this. So it's another option to think about when purchasing flashes, is don't rule out E-TTL flashes right off the bat. So think about this functionality and if it could serve you a purpose. So that's the quick tip for now. See you later.